So hey Chevra, thanks for joining. Today we're going to work on some muscle building techniques, a lot of home cardio workouts that we can do, but today we're going to focus on slow and controlled muscle building for our chest and arms and some shoulders as well. So the two key points to keep in mind here is when you're doing these techniques to do them very slowly and very controlled. And the second one we're going to look at is called plyometrics. Plyometrics are sudden bursts of energy, which makes it a little bit more difficult. And something that, say you can do 10 push-ups, 50 push-ups without plyometrics, it'll be much, much harder when we're doing it nice and slow. Okay, so first technique we're going to do, I'm going to focus also on the proper technique, so we do that right, make sure that your workouts at home are much more efficient. First thing we're going to do is going to focus on the push-up, the classic foot push-up. So get in the classic foot push-up position, your arms just at shoulder width or slightly wider than shoulder width, your core nice and tight. And your elbows, you don't want them flaring out. You don't want to push them out. You want to keep them tucked closer to your body. Okay, so when you go down, keep your head in a neutral position, not down, because that kind of cheats it when you get to the bottom and your nose touches before your body does. So you want your head slightly up in a neutral position, get the full extension down, keep your elbows tight, and when you get to the top, the most important thing is full extension to the top. Okay, so none of this like bouncing, because that's using momentum and not using your muscle. So when you get to the bottom, give it a little bit of a pause, and then when you get to the top, give it a squeeze. Squeeze your triceps, feel your body, feel your chest muscle contracting, and you go down nice and slow, and come back up. What we're going to do is we're going to go for 12 reps, and each descent and ascent we want to do to the count of 4. So we're going to count to 4 seconds down, a brief pause at the bottom, and then 4 seconds back up, squeeze at the top. So we're doing a very slow, very controlled push-up, okay? So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it a squeeze at the top, and back down. 2, 3, 4, back up. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze at the top. 1, 3, 4, down, and back up. Okay, we're going to go down again. So right now, we're on our 4th push-up, and it's already feeling tired. So we're going to go back down. 2, 3, 4, and back up. 2, 3, 4. Give it a squeeze. Okay, back down, and back up. That's number 6. We want to get to 10, preferably 12. If you can't, take a pause. But we want to get there. That's our objective, to 12 reps. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze at the top. Back down. 2, 3, 4. Back up. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. That's 8. Let's get to 10. We'll take a little break and then finish up. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. One more down. 10th push-up. And back up. Hold it up. Okay, let's go. How you doing there? Got to do 2 more push-ups, okay? 2 more, nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze, and 1 more. And back up, and squeeze. Very good. Woo! See, 12 simple push-ups. That does good. Okay, so that's one technique, going nice and slow. We're going to do another round of that. Next set we're going to do now is going to focus on our triceps. Okay, so to get on the triceps, we're going to move our hands a little bit further back and in. So the classic, what they call a diamond push-up. All right, we're going to do a diamond push-up. You're going to be really focusing, a lot of the pressure is going to be on the soft part of the outside of your palm when you're doing that push-up. The key to a successful diamond push-up, which really works your triceps, is to keep your elbows tucked tight against your body. So as you're working out, you're rubbing your arms along your body, keeping your elbows nice and tight. Okay? So let's try that. See if we can get to 10. We may already be tired, but let's see if we can get to 10. So nice and tight triangle. You want to put it around your chest, low chest area. Okay? So lean over your hands, and you're going to rub your elbows along your body, and then push up at the top, give it a squeeze, and squeeze those triceps. Same idea, nice and slow. 4 down, 4 up, squeeze. 2, 3, 4 down, and squeeze. 4 up. Okay, here we go again. Number 4. Squeeze up. All right. 5. Go. Okay, number 6. If you can't finish it, just fine. Take a pause. It's okay. We just want to get through the reps. We're not racing for time over here. All right, here we go again. Let's go down, nice and slow. Feel that push. And extend those triceps. Squeeze at the top. There we go again down, number 8. All right. Woo. And we've got 2 more to go. Down, slow. Up. And I'm going to take a break here for myself. And last one. Nice and slow. And we're going to come back up. All right, give a squeeze. Take a break. Okay, you felt that? You should feel that, your triceps and the inside of your chest here as well. All right. That's very different than hammering out 50 push-ups. Everyone says, how many push-ups can you do? So that's a big, big difference. Okay, next is we're going to work on our shoulders and our traps. So for that, grab a towel. You want a medium length towel. I've got my little dish towel over here. Comes in handy also. You can wipe off the sweat. All right, roll it up. And you want to grab each end. If it's big, you could roll your hands around it, or you could just grab it without rolling it. Okay, the idea here is to keep the tension going the whole time. The tension is so that you're pulling out, pulling pressure on your shoulders. Okay? So the feeling is as if you're trying to rip that towel apart. Okay? So pull it out, keep that tension tight, and now you're going to pull it to your collarbone. Pull it to your collarbone, all right? It's a very simple motion, just like you're doing a press with the weights, keeping the tension, pulling outwards, slowly extend it up over your head. Full extension, feel your shoulders squeezing and reach for the ceiling, okay? And then lower it down, count to 4, 3, 4. Again, you want to keep that tension tight. You want to feel your shoulders burning a little bit, and that way you know you're working out those shoulder muscles, all right? Here we go again. You can do this standing if you want. I'm just down on my knees so you can see me. 2, 3, 4. Full extension at the top, and back down to your collarbone, pulling out, keeping the tension high. 3, 4. Here we go again. We're going to do this 10 to 12. 10 to 12. Go up, squeeze at the top, reach for the ceiling. Nice and slow, come back down. All right, that was number 4. Let's keep it going. Keep the tension. I'm really feeling the burn. Pull it back down. All right, that's only 5. I'm just going to loosen my shoulders for a minute. And we're going to keep going. I'm going to get to 10. Here we go. Tension out. Feel the burn a little bit. Push it up. Squeeze at the top. Reach for the ceiling. Feel your shoulder blades touch. And then come back down. All right. Let's do it again. Pull it up. To the top. Tension out. Bring it down. All right, how are we doing? All right, feeling burn? Let's do one more. Go to the top. Squeeze it out. And bring it back down. Whew. How's that feel? All right, loosen them up. Okay, excellent. So we've done chest, triceps, and shoulders. So now we're going to move on to our, keep the towel in your hand. We're going to do an exercise now called the Superman. Superman, when you lie on your stomach, I'll do it without the towel first. Okay, you fully extend your body all the way out, and then lift, and this is going to work your central lower back, your lumbar, and we're going to work some of our traps. So the basic Superman is you just lay down, you hold it for 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, as if you're flying, and then relax. And you go back again. But we're going to do this with the towel. Okay, so if you all actually want to try that for a second, if you want to try a Superman for a second, you lay on your stomach, lift your feet, lift your hands, extend forward as if you're being pulled, your arms are being pulled forwards, your legs are being pulled backwards, full extension, 5 seconds, and come back down. Okay, so now we're going to do that with the towel. So take your towel again, roll it up, roll up the towel. All right, holding that towel, we're going to continue to work on our shoulders now. You're going to lie on your stomach. In the same motion, you're going to be pulling it towards your collarbone, but instead of pushing upwards, you're going to be pushing frontwards as you do that Superman. So let's see how that looks. Get on your stomachs, keeping the tension out, pulling outwards, and extend it forward to the count of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. Okay, then keep your arms out. We're going to pull it back in. Keep the tension up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. Then back it again. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the tension high, and then relax. The key here is keeping tension for 5 full seconds on your pushing out and you're pushing in. Okay, grab it in and come on in. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're going to relax. Kind of lost track how many we're up to. I think about 5. We're going to go for 5 more. Okay, so again, working in on our upper traps, our back, and our lumbar. Okay, here we go. Tension out, count to 5, pull it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, squeeze it and relax. Whew. Come back in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's go for 2 more. What do you think? We managed? Let's go for 2 more. 1, 2. Keep that tension out. 3, 4, 5. Reach for the ceiling and then relax. And come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, all in all, we want to do about 5 or 6 full routines. So it's 10 or 12 holds. So you go out for 5 seconds, relax. Back in for 5 seconds, relax. Okay, that's considered 2. So you want to go in and out 5 or 6 times, keeping full tension on the towel, pulling it in, and then pushing it out. Okay, let's move on. Let's just do a few minutes of abs. I think it's very important always to work on the core. I really like standard planks. Really works on the core with some kind of rotation or a knee tuck, like a Spider-Man plank. So why don't we just do 12 to 15 of those? If I'll recommend, I'll say a Spider-Man plank. So get in the plank position, keep your core really nice and tight, and then you're going to bring your knee up to your elbow and then back down. So let's just do 15 of those, and then we're going to go back to our chest. All right, here we go. Nice and tight. The feeling you want to get a good plank, a lot of people just sit here with the plank, they don't do anything. What you want to be focusing on is tightening your core as if someone's going to give you a punch in your stomach, and you want to tighten that core, but at the same time, push your elbows and your feet towards each other. You want to create a tension in the middle. So you're pulling your elbows backwards and your feet forwards, and you're kind of like, I guess it's like a crunch, but that's really going to engage your core. It's much harder than just holding it there for 3 minutes, which anybody can do. So you really want to pull down and push your feet towards your elbows. And that really gets a nice solid core workout. All right, so we're gonna grab some water here. Okay. For our second round of chest, we're going to focus a little bit more now. It's called plyometrics. Plyometrics is where you have a burst of energy, like I've shown in the past. A normal squat would be like this. A plyometric squat is where you jump and you have a burst of energy. So like we did on the first round, a very, very, very slow, controlled push-up. This time we're going to do a very, very slow down, but then a burst, a solid burst of energy so that your hands leave the floor. Just a little bit of a pop. Okay, so like, a slapping push-up, that would be obviously plyometric. But we're just going to go super slow, keeping the tension, elbows in, and then at the top, just give it a pop. Just get off the floor. Another way to do it is to tap your shoulder. You need enough force to get off the ground, to leave it and tap your shoulder. Okay, so that's what we want to focus on now. We want to get to 12, however long it takes. If you only get to 6 or you get to 8, that's fine. Take a break. We want to get to 12. That's our goal over here. So I'll show you a few different variations of plyometrics. One of them would be a side to side, like a jump. So again, we're going to go down really, really slow, down 4, and then jump to the side. See that? You push it up, down 4, 2, 3, 4, and jump to the side. Down slow, 3, 4, and then jump to the side. If you're not able to jump, just tap your shoulder. Let's go down nice and slow, head in a neutral position, get all the way down, and then burst it up and tap your shoulder. Nice and slow down, slow, 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 and then burst up, taps the other shoulder. So you want to get to 10 to 12, let's do for 12, any combination you want, whether it's shoulder taps, or just bursting off the floor, or side to side. The key here is slow down and a burst up. And down. Then to the side. Ooh. I got to 8. I'm going to take a break here. And I'm going to get to 4 more. So you want to get to 12, however long it takes, no rush. Slow down, count to 4. Nice, solid push-up. Keeping your elbows tucked in, head in a neutral position, and then give it a burst. Give it a burst up. 3, 4. Don't bounce off the floor. That's also important because when you do really fast push-ups, you usually let momentum carry you down and carry you up. So here we really, really want to engage the muscle completely without bouncing. Hold it and then give it a pop. I've got one more for my 12. And I'm going to stop. Okay. Woo! How you guys doing? Got your 12? All right. Shake that out a little bit. You should really be feeling your chest. My chest is burning. That's a very, very different workout than when you do a high-speed HIIT. Okay. I'm going to go back to triceps. We're going to do something different this time. I want you to grab a chair, if you have a chair. I don't suggest using a plastic chair because those are likely to fall over, especially if you're a little bit on the heavier side. So grab a chair. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to get in a push-up position, but on the chair. Okay? So what we're going to be doing here, the motion is we're pushing our elbows down. Okay, not a push-up, but keep your elbows tight, rub them along your body, and you want your elbows to go down. Lower your elbow, and then give it a squeeze at the top. Okay? So try that. If it's too difficult and you can't do it on your toes, do it on your knees. Step back on your knees. Pick your feet up, just so you have a little bit more leverage. Go down on your knees, elbows tight to your body, and then squeeze those elbows and your triceps when you get to the top of the rotation. If you're doing it right, you should really be feeling a burn on your triceps and not so much on your chest. The closer you stand to the chair, the easier it is. The further back you stand from the chair, the harder it is. I'm going to go for 10 to 12 on that as well. So let's go. Go down and up. Slow down and up. Give it a squeeze at the top. Should really feel your triceps burning. Again, if you can't do it on your toes, step back on your knees and do it on your knees. Last time I did this, my triceps were sore for like 3 days. Okay, let's go. We want to get to 12. Back down and up. Down and up. Woo! I got a couple more to go. Shake it out. All right, couple more. Let's get those triceps. Keep them close to your body. And one more. All right, good. Let's take a break, get to 12. I'll pause here for a minute if someone needs to catch up. But that is the chair tricep, okay? So that's you should feel a good burn in there. And if you want, we can finish up our triceps. We could do a couple more diamonds. Let's just finish them off. Let's burn out those triceps. Back in the diamond position. You don't need to touch your hands together exactly. You can leave them apart a little bit, but you want to be in your lower chest, right above your abdomen, on the soft part of your palm. And you want to rub those elbows really close to your body. Close to your body, and just give it a squeeze at the top. Slow down, squeeze at the top. That'll be a great finisher for your triceps. See if you can get like 5 or 8 on that. You will not need weights to do that. I guarantee you that'll get you more tricep power than a standard pullover. All right, I'm gonna grab water and we move back to the towel for our shoulders. All right, wipe off that sweat. Dual purpose towel. Okay, so this is what we did, second round. This time just for a variation, instead of going to our collarbone, we'll go behind our neck. This is really gonna hit your rear deltoids and your trapezius, your traps over here. So the key is keeping the tension, pulling it out nice and tight at all times. Keep that tension, okay? And then you're gonna go behind your neck. Keep squeezing, pulling out. Count to 4 down, count to 4 up. Keep squeezing. Get to the ceiling, squeeze out those traps. Don't cheat yourself. Don't stop short. Squeeze it out, full extension to the top. Okay? And back down. Keep that tension. You want to rip that towel in half. Keep ripping that towel. You're pulling it out. You're pulling it out. Going to the ceiling. Reach for the sky. And then back down. 2, 3, 4. And back up. 2, 3, 4. Reach. Squeeze it out. Pull it out. 2. I don't know about you guys, but my shoulders are burning. Okay. Let's go another. 2, 3, 4. And back down. 3, 4. I need to take a break. We want to get to 12. I think that was only like 5 or 6. Let's go. It's just a little towel, boys. Doesn't weigh anything. Doesn't weigh anything. Let's go. Tension. Pull it out. Keep it out. Extend it to the sky. Back down. If your traps are hurting too much, you can go forwards. You can mix it up, whatever you want. You can go to your front, down to your collarbone. Squeeze it out. Keep squeezing it out. And I'm going to do one more down. That's 10. For me, I'm going to take a break. Do 2 more. Let's go. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze it to the top. And back down. And 1 more. Last one, boys. Let's go. Keep the tension tight. Off to the ceiling, come to the sky. Ah. Woo! Oh. Loosen them up. Swing it out. Swing it out. Oh. All right. We're going to go back down to our Superman. So we've got one more set of shoulders and back. Again, that's going to work on your upper back, your lower back. Okay. Back in the Superman position. Remember what we're doing here. We're extending our arms out to the sky. Legs up, arms up. Count of 5. Bring it in. If you can't squeeze, that's okay. If you can't pull your arms out, that's okay. Whatever you can do. We just want to put a slow, steady tension on those muscles. Engage them the whole time. That's really where you're going to start doing micro damage, repairing, and muscle growth. Keep the tension out if you can. Nice and slow. Oh, I forgot to take my breaks. 5 seconds in, rest, 5 seconds out, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's bring it back in. 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Let's go. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I am almost done here. All right. Last one, some abs. We do more abs. What about, you say we do some V holds. You know what V holds are? Nice and easy. Extend. Basically, we just did our Superman, but backwards. So we're gonna extend out. If you can, come all the way up. If you can't, so then just get your shoulder blades off the ground. And then we're gonna do that 10 to 12 times as well. Also, I like the controlled, nice and controlled. If you want to make it easier, keep your hands out in front of you, and then just do it, just hold it. Go back down, and just hold it. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right. So there you have it. Let's review. Let's recap really quick. We want to work on our chest. Super slow, very controlled. You want to go down to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go up super slow. 2, 3, 4. When you get to the top, give it a squeeze. So you're not bouncing up, you're not bouncing down. Pause at the bottom, squeeze at the top. So you want to get this cadence. Pause at the bottom, squeeze at the top. Other variation is slow down with a plyometric burst. Side to side or shoulder tap. Triceps. Got a nice diamond push-up, or using the chair to lean down, and then take your towel in front of your chest, behind your chest, and the Supermans. Do that for 3 rounds. We've already been going here for half an hour, so I'd recommend we did 2 rounds. If you do a 3rd round, if you're feeling up to it, you're really going to get a good burnout on your shoulders and on your chest. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Completely different workout. Slow and controlled. Squeeze those muscles. You don't need a weight bench. You don't need dumbbells. Use your body weight. Slow and controlled. I bet if you could do 50 push-ups normally, these are real. Get 8 to 10, and you're doing a good job. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.